Is PayPal stock a good buy? Should I buy PayPal stock? You may have seen or noticed that PayPal has disclosed its quarterly report that ended by the end that ended on the 30th of September 2020. But the stocks are down in the pre-market. It has lost about $10, which is about let's find out the exact figure. It's about yes 5.66% in the pre-market. Today, the 3rd of November 2020. This loss is probably has been put down to the fact that its outlook for the fourth quarter of 2020 is not good. This is disappointing. So let's carry on with the video, and we'll try and answer the questions we've asked. Is PayPal stock a good buy? Should I buy PayPal stock? Okay, and the report that came out yesterday is that let's see, it's is it here? Okay, yes, that's the report. Um, yeah, we'll try and include some of the details in the description box below, and let's see. It's there's a snapshot of that. It says the Q4 reported earnings were 1.007 a 0.03 beat. This is a 24.42% increase over non-GAAP results from the same period a year ago. And it has a market cap of $220 billion, earnings per share of 1.17 billion shares, and 5% of them are held by institutions. And of that float, 1.38% have been sold short. So it will take about 2.5 days to cover all of those short positions. So for 10 days, the average volume has been around 9.2 million shares. Technically, PayPal is consolidating within a longer term uptrend. Let's have a look. The longer term uptrend is a 200-day. So that's this one that is apart from the cluster over there. So it's consolidating, yes, within a longer term uptrend. As a matter of fact, it has corrected. We'll come back to that. The average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have traded sideways recently. However, the 200-day is still sloping bullishly upwards. Comparative relative strength analysis shows this issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for PayPal is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20. The level which many analysts call oversold. So yes, it's right in the oversold territory, but not deep into it. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. So it also presents an opportunity as well. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. The Bollinger Bands for PayPal are of a normal width and signal that volatility has been in line with the norm for this stock. So in a bid to answer that question, so we're just going to read some of the notes, some of the an aggregation of the opinions of bulls and that of the bears. So for the bulls, there is still plenty of room for growth in electronic payments. Electronic payments only surpassed cash payments on a global basis a couple of years ago. The scalable nature of the business should allow PayPal to improve its margins over time. PayPal's long-running experience in online payments is a unique asset that is becoming more valuable as e-commerce becomes a bigger piece of the pie. The separation between online and point of sale this is what the bears are saying, and if I didn't indicate that. Okay, the separation between online and point of sale transaction is blurring, and PayPal may increasingly come into competition with larger companies in the future. Alipay and WeChat Pay provide examples of how governments could favor local players, and this could shut PayPal out of some emerging market opportunities. Opportunities to monetize Venmo could be limited. Okay, so yes. So the question now we're trying to answer is PayPal a good buying opportunity? So let's begin with the fundamentals, which is what some of the analysts have summarized here in these two sections, in these two bullet points. What bulls here and what bears say. So in the grand scheme of things, we are now doing more electronic payments. And PayPal has been, as you can see, long experience in online payments. It's been there, and it has the resources to probably merge and associate if it's going to face difficulties from local governments in a bid to favor local players. And of late as well, we have had need to do more e-commerce, because of the pandemic, and indeed the pandemic, has changed a lot of things. Things will not go back, to the way they are, and we're racing towards 1 year of pandemic infested economics. So PayPal is right in the mix of things, So let's see what's saying here. Management has a target for high teens top line, growth for the next 5 years. Okay, so and then technically in the very short term, you can see what's going on here with it on the charts. You can see that. In as much as it doesn't have a short interest that is healthy, but it's presenting an opportunity for market participants to jump in. It has corrected from its high of around the 21st of October or thereabout. The 21st of October, that high was about $213. So it has corrected from that time. If you subtract 10% of that 213, you're getting about you'll be getting about 1,802 dollars. So it has almost corrected, So, and then with what's going on in the market now, it's at $17, $177.40. It has perfectly corrected. So it is presenting an opportunity for market participants to jump in. So, and you can also see here that it's oversold. So, it's the combination of the fundamentals, which are not bad at all, even though the saying outlook is for the fourth quarter is not wonderful. It was disappointing, was disappointing. And then when you combine all of those things, it doesn't look that bad for PayPal. And we're still going to be there. You might also be a bit worried that it shouldn't be coming out with anything disappointing or in outlooks that are disappointing. Because of the fact that we have done more online payments, on more e-commerce, and it's probably the most trusted of all payment platforms. And at the same time as well, it is when you're talking about digital payments, it is a digital payment platform. It's a digital payment platform. We're talking about digital money. That's what PayPal is about. Talking about the cryptocurrencies and all that stuff. So yes, you might want to factor all of those things. So in summary, things can get better. So I would say technically yes, it presents a good buy in the short term, but in the long run, yes, if you're going to be in PayPal in the long run, jump in and stay there for some time. Don't jump in and jump out. You may not really get anything if you keep doing that, and we can see what the chart is, over the whole year, it's upwardly mobile, it's moving upwards, and has has looked up since the whole of the year, largely. Even though it's year on year, it's up about 78%, and all the other tech issues are up by triple digits and more. So yeah, it's yeah. At the same time, I know I've said it's not exactly super excellent, technically, and yeah, but it's still not a bad buy at all, and especially in a very short time, it's not a bad buy as well. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, if this is your first time, and if you haven't subscribed, if it is not your first time, please subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much for watching this video.